back, traders, to another video of a price action review of the S&P, NASDAQ, and the Magnificent Seven. In today's video, we're going to be just taking a look at how the markets close, what does it mean, what levels are we watching, and what trades are we watching. If you guys appreciate this content, please like, subscribe, comment. It's always greatly appreciated. And stay to the end of the video. I'm going to be reviewing the trades I took today and how exactly I end up getting screwed over on one of the trades. And I think you'll find it pretty funny. Personally, I do, but you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so the big thing on Apple that I was watching was, as I said in this morning's video, was at 189.78 level to the 191.70. We held up support nicely on Apple, so I'm going to be watching for a move to 191.70. If we can hold a daily close above 191.70 and a weekly close above 191.70, that'll give us a potential catalyst to 195.25 on Apple. On Microsoft, what I was watching was that 371.81 support level. Came right down to it. We got a nice bounce. So what I'm going to look for come Monday is going to be the 371.81 to still play as a support level. See if that ends up pulling up and see if we get a move to 379.80. I'm still going to be watching this range now. So the range now is between 371.81 and 379.80. On the video, what I'm watching on the video is going to be this 463.10 level. Held up nicely. We got some indecision doji for the close of the day. Not the best. It could go really either way. You are below the 21 EMA, so it's not always a good thing. So bears could have control in the video for now. But I would expect a move on Monday to 463.10. Maybe we get some support there. If we break that down, watch 455.24. And in tomorrow's video, I'll mark out more levels on the video. But to the upside, I would watch 470.44 and it rejected the 21 EMA. On Meta, what I was watching on Meta was that 323 level. I marked it out this morning. I was a little hesitant on marking out that level, but it turns out it actually held up nicely, so I decided to stick with it. So 323 support is going to be the big thing to watch come Monday. Watch 323 to 325.68. Since this is such a tight range, if you break down 323, you probably will get a move back to 318 quite fast. But if we can maintain 323 and get a close above 325.60, I think 330 will definitely be a possibility. It all depends on how we treat that 21 EMA as well. On Amazon, not a bad day on Amazon. We reclaimed that 145.89 level. Looks like that we're still staying range bound for now between 143 and 149. So the big thing I'll be watching come Monday and next week is see if we can get a close above 149.26. If we can, then that's going to be a big catalyst to a move to 153.86 and 154. I think that's going to be the next levels that we're going to watch for Monday and next week on Amazon. On Tesla, we had a nice gap fill trade that you could have taken today. Personally, it wasn't my cup of tea. We came up to it, as you saw here. I marked this out in this morning's video too. Came up, rejected it. Now, we didn't have the volume I would like to see on a gap fill reversal, so I didn't take it. Plus, the contracts are too expensive. I wasn't really interested. I believe the contracts were like at the money. We're going for something like $400, and I was just not interested in that. I prefer to take my trades on the Qs personally or SPY, but as of lately, the Qs. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be going over the trades I ended up taking today and how exactly I got screwed over on it. And quite a funny story. I'm just saying that you definitely should stay for it. But Google, the big levels I was watching on Google was going to be this 131.41 level. I was thinking about actually buying some stock in Google, but I looked at the long term, like the 200 EMA and SMA. We're still kind of far away from that. The 200 EMA and SMA, I believe, is down here at 123 and 120. Let me just see if I'm right. Don't want to lie to you guys. We'll remove that for a second. We'll load my other study. Let's see here. Oh, wrong one. We'll just load both of them. Why not? All right. So the 200 EMA and SMA is down here. So EMA is going to be the white line. SMA is going to be the purple. As you can see, we got a nice bounce off of that last time, creating, I believe, a 17% move, was it? 14%. Still a good move. 14% is pretty decent. So my idea was on Google. If we do come back down, what I'm going to be looking for is a move back down to the 200 EMA and SMA. I might buy stock here and write covered calls against those stocks. Just a thought. But that's what I'm going to be watching on Google is that 130, 141, 130, and possible the EMAs. But depending on how Monday comes about, I'll draw out more levels come tomorrow. On SPY, what I'm going to be watching on SPY is, so we end up breaking out of the range between, what was it? The range between 458 and 454. So now the next level I'm going to be watching is that 460 level. And above 460, I'll watch 462. And I'm going to be marking out levels on the upper portions of SPY come tomorrow and on Sunday. And then on Triple Q. So this is the trade I'm going to be talking about. So what ended up happening was I was watching a nice move upwards on QQQ. We came to 390.50. I didn't have this level drawn out this morning. I didn't realize it until about 10 minutes before the trade. I saw how we hit this level yesterday. We got a nice move down from that level, big rejection. And then we also got a nice move to the upside off of that as well. So I was expecting a big move there. So what I did was I went to the 1 minute, looked for an entry. Volume was decent. I entered a trade on that, didn't get filled. So then I went over to the 3 minute. 3 minute didn't give me any good entries, but then the 5 minute did. So I entered my short right here on this candle, and I took it to about here, but Fidelity decided to freeze up on me. It glitched out. It wasn't showing my profit loss. It was showing me that I was down by like 110, but common sense told me I wasn't, and I knew I wasn't. So I just liquidated the whole entire position because it was just too much risk, too many unknowns. Turns out I was right. It was very frustrating in the moment, but you live and learn. Just move on to the next trade. That's all you can do. No point in dwelling on it. That's my advice to all of you guys. Don't ever dwell on a trade. There's nothing special about any of the trades you pick out. If it happened once, it's going to happen again. Do not worry about it. But that's what I'm going to be watching, at least for Monday.